So, you feel like your life is a mess now? I got you. Maybe you feel burnt out with your work right now. Maybe you are struggling with your finances. Maybe your relationship doesn't work out. Maybe it's your toxic friends or family, and everything seems like falling apart in your life right now. But I don't want to deep dive and focus on what particular things that you are struggling like now that make you feel like you are lost at the moment. No, we're not going to focus on that. We're going to change the focus right now so you stop spiraling in your life. Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to my channel. So let's get straight to it. If you feel like your life is a mess and you're spiraling on all those problems, you feel like drowning, here's what you can do. First, you need to take responsibility. You need to own this problem. You need to embrace this problem. Here is the truth about life. It's not all rainbows. Sometimes it's bitter. Sometimes it's even, like very dark and everything that is not what you like. But you need to feel this kind of sadness in order to know what is actually happiness. And you need to take responsibility on that because of what? No one is ever obligated to save you. No one will save you. It's not a fairy tale, especially girls, ladies. I know you're a princess, you're a queen, but you don't need a prince to save you. That's the truth about life. No one will save you. They can help you. They can support you. And that's good to have that kind of support. But they are not obligated to save you because they have their own problem. Everybody has their own problem. Everybody has their own life. And that's okay too, right? They can be a channel of support or help that the universe or God give to you. But it is not their duty to make your life better, because they have their own life, and it is your duty to make your life better. And if you are afraid of, oh my God, it's my responsibility, I don't know what to do in life, actually that's also a blessing too. When your life is your own responsibility, it's in your hand, it's your own choice to make it a blessing or a curse. Because when you have responsibility in your life, you are on your own. You create your own reality. You create your own life. You save your own self. And that is where you need to build yourself. You need to be faithful of yourself. You need to get your ass up and get things done. For who? For yourself, for your inner child, because they deserve a better life. If you feel like you are so done with this messy life, you are so tired, exhausted with all the bad things that happen in your life, then stop being there. Don't get stuck there. You're not a stone, you are not a tree. You can move, and you can move definitely on. Move forward. You're not stuck, it's just your mind that trapped you into that. Maybe right now it seems impossible to get off from where you are, but that's because that's your normal. It's just an illusion. Your reality is what you believe you are in. If you believe that you deserve a better life, a better lifestyle, a better financial, a better relationship, a better friendship, then it is a message that it is meant for you. You deserve that, but it is your choice to get into that or not, because you are the one who created your reality. And if you're stuck there, it's also your responsibility, because our reality right now, the physical reality that we are in, is just the reflection of what happened inside of us. And now it's just about your mindset. It's just about the way you think, what you deserve, and then the way you act. No matter how good your mindset is, if you don't put into actions, then there's also something wrong with your mindset. You think you are being delusional and things just happen. No, you need to be delusional, yes, to dream big, to have the high standard. But if you don't put it into actions, what are you even doing? You're just being crazy. I heard a lot of advice, and I know that some people give this kind of advice. I do too sometimes. When you feel like everything unfortunate that happened to you, you are being treated badly by other people, and maybe like you are the victim over here, and people will say like, oh, don't blame yourself. Yeah, that's true at some extent. But you know what? If it doesn't work, sometimes in some part of it, you also need to blame yourself too and take responsibility out of it. Own your mistakes. Because of what? If people treat you badly, they don't give you all the treatment that you deserve, they don't respect your boundaries, They do it wrong, yeah, the actions is wrong, but also you have a mistake over there. Why do you allow them to do so to you? Why do you allow them to treat you so? Because if people do things badly, treat people poorly, if that person knowing their boundaries and respect their boundaries, they won't allow anyone to cross that line. But what did you do? Why did that happen? Maybe you also allow yourself to be treated that way. And that's the mistake that you need to learn. And the other mistake that people do when they blaming themselves, they always go from extreme to extreme. It's either they blame other people or they just blame themselves. But what you need to do is actually going in between. Acknowledge that some other things uncontrollable, it probably just the external factor. People can do you badly and it's their problem, it's their thing to improve. But also there is something about you too. Blame yourself in an extent that you are taking responsibility, embracing the learnings of this experience. But then don't stop there. Don't stop in blaming yourself only, because if you keep blaming yourself, then what do you even gain from that? You just get shamed by yourself. And that's not even good. People already shame you. Why would you shame yourself too? Right? So how to make these trials into triumph is to actually take responsibility, embrace your mistakes, makes it a learning, and move on. Don't make the same mistake. Remember what you learn from this particular experience and grow from that. Maybe you're in a bad financial situation right now. You need to see what's the pattern there. What was your mistake? What can you learn? What can you do better in the future? Don't repeat the same mistake. What kind of partners have you been attracting all this time in your life? See the pattern. Learn from your mistake. What you don't like, what you don't deserve to be treated. You need to learn from that and learn what you can do to avoid all those things. Maybe what kind of friendship, what kind of behavior you allow your family to treat you to. All of those things is a combination from how you allow people and how people treat you. Take responsibility on that. Own it. And that's okay. That's normal. That's a part of growing. Another thing that make your life feels even worse is because of, you compare yourself with other people's. And we are very prone to this because we live in a generation full of social media where people expose all the best part of their life but not their whole part. Everybody says social media is illusion, all that, but maybe we're not totally aware and remember that it is really an illusion. We all only show the part of our life that we want people to know. Even you do that, right? So remember, stop comparing yourself. Because when you look at other people's life in social media, in real life, and you start comparing to them, you feel like your life is shit. Because you live with your assumption of these people's life. But you don't know what behind the scene. You feel worse. You make your life even messier because your own assumption. Because your own delusion, because your own illusion that you build every day, comparing yourself to others people's life. There is always a behind the scenes story in every experience that people have, so they can get into that point of life. And you don't know what's really behind the scene. You want their life, but do you want their process? I experienced it myself. During my college or in my life in general, during my work, I'm surrounded by amazing people. I adore them personally. But of course, there are some other time that I feel like, oh my God, they can got that. Wow, they must be easier for them. And when I get to know them and get to know their life story, I'm so embarrassed of myself because they have certain kind of process. No matter, maybe they are wealthy since they were born, or maybe they have other type of privilege in their life that not everybody has, but everybody has their own process. And sometimes the process that they have in their life is not even something that you will want to have in your life. Some other girl that I see, oh, they have a perfect life, or maybe they are so lucky, have to experience living without their parents since very young age, and then have to live have to build like they are very successful, and then I know that, oh, they need to work very hard because they are the backup plan of the family. And any other processes that you might not understand, and you might not even want to experience that even once in your life. Don't assume that people got it in a platter. No, we all have our own process, and that's including you. Your life right now, maybe it's someone else's dream life, and you know yourself, you got there not in a silver platter, right? You remember your own hardship, all the pain that you need to endure to get where you are right now. Some people really need to flee from the war. They experience war in their life, and then they don't choose to accept that their life is a mess, and they choose to get up because they also don't have any choice but to survive and thrive, and they're becoming so successful. So many inventors in this life, they are even have special needs, they have disabilities, and they still thriving because they choose it, they own it, they have certain process in their life that not everybody can experience or even want to experience that. So if you think that you want someone's life, you also need to think, do you want their process? If you think you want their process, then go for it. You deserve it. And again, we live in a social media era where you can be exposed to a lot of life that really makes you feel like you're comparing yourself on that. That is why it's very important to curate the content that you consume in your daily life. That's what I do. If you open all of my social media, my TikTok, my YouTube, all the things that I don't really browse in Instagram, but all the social media that I browse daily, I curate it really well. I control what I consume every day, what my brain consumes, so it builds my mindset as well. If your FYP or explore or timeline expose you to all the bad things about this world, about you cannot get out of poverty, other people flexing but not motivating you, they're just being arrogant about all those things, or maybe like some content really doesn't give you all the energy, positive energy to get you further in life, then why do you still follow those people and see their contents? It's like you're brainwashing your mind that you're not gonna go anywhere, or brainwashing your mind with other people gossips, love life that doesn't even help you to go further in life. Do you realize that you're brainwashing yourself every day? That's why you need to control what you consume every day, not just your food, but your food for thoughts, which is the contents, like everything that exposed to you. The book that you read, if you read, the show that you watch on TV, everything, like the content of social media that you consume every day, it's really important. It's really important. You have control of it. Just one click. Give yourself a favor. Help yourself. And the third one is discipline. Discipline is a self-care. I hate the word discipline when I was a kid. My dad is a disciplined person. He always teach me to be disciplined, and I hated him for that. But now I'm thankful that I'm being taught to be disciplined. But really, discipline is a self-care because it gives you what you really needs to do. You always plan things to do every day. You have this plan for the quarter, for the yearly, very neat and very tidy, very organized. But do you put it into actions? You're so good in planning, but so bad in execution. That's not the discipline. It means you don't care much about yourself. It means you don't love yourself enough. Because discipline is the action of giving what you deserve for your life. You don't feel like it? Who cares? When we talk about discipline, we don't talk about your feelings. Turn off your feelings. You deserve a better life. That's it. Period. And feelings can be deceiving. Like you're laying on the bed, you don't feel like it. But does that even get you anywhere? It's your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. If you want to grow, get out of your comfort zone. Feelings is very deceiving. It's actually the chemical reaction in your brain. You need to trigger that. You need to just do it. And maybe sometimes like in example for me, I can procrastinate myself and choose not to discipline because I feel like spiraling. I'm afraid to do this. I'm too stressed. I'm overwhelmed with the feeling. That's why you need to turn off your feeling. Do it scared, do it happy, do it sad, do it exhausted, do it everything. Whatever you're feeling right now, just do it. No matter it's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it doesn't care. You just need to show up. Sometimes you go really high in your day, sometimes it's just very low, but it doesn't matter. Consistency, discipline, you just need to show up every day. Show up as the person you want to be. What are their habits? Do they work out every day? Are they mindful with their budgeting? Do they read? Do they control their content in social media? What did they do? Show up as that person's in that habit every day. And eventually you are building that person. You are building yourself to be that person. Be disciplined doesn't have to mean that you are being a total workaholic. Okay? Be disciplined when to work, be disciplined when to take a rest so you don't burn out again and get back to amazing life. Like I say, discipline is self-care. So it's about balancing everything that you need in all aspects in your life. You are so good at organizing. You want to do this, you want to develop yourself, you want to have a quality time with the people that you love, you want to do creative things, everything that makes you happy, you want to do your work, everything in a maximum like capacity that you can do. You are so good at organizing that. Now it's just the time to take the action. Stop procrastinating. And if you think that being disciplined is do as much things as possible, do the work as much as you can, it's also not discipline, because discipline is about knowing what to do something and when to do it, and to actually do it consistently. Discipline is hard, but it's a better hardships to have than the pain of regret. Do you think it's easy for me to wake up every day in the morning, go to the gym, working out like 4 times a week to keep my health, to feel good in my body? Do you think I want to do that every day, feeling the sore in my body? No. Do you think just because of people have a good body, maybe they're an athlete, they are happy to always go to gym? No, there are sometimes that they don't feel like it. Waking up in the morning, working out. And sometimes you see them very motivated in social media and all that. No, it's just their coping mechanism. They're recording themselves to motivate themselves too. Do you think all the successful people, all the investor and all the businessmen, like the successful businessman, businesswoman out there, the CEOs, do you think they want to go to office every day, think about their business 24/7? No, but they need to do that. They need to do that. They turn off their feeling, they just get things done. Do you think that hot, pretty girl that you adore and you being jealous of, they also have the most discipline ever? They do the skincare, they do the pampering, take self-discipline to even take care of yourself, of your look, do the hairstyling and all that. And you don't even bother to put your sunscreen on? Still complaining? So yeah, I hope that helps you. I wish you all the best in your life. I love you guys. Mwah. See you.